For 95% of our history, humans have lived as hunter-gatherers. Agriculture only emerged around 12,000 years ago. In this game, Dawn of Man showcases our transition from a nomadic lifestyle to building different settlements and defending from raiders. We will watch as 3 different family units grow from hide tents and flint spears to stone walls and metal tools. So sit back, eat a meal, or just have this on as background noise. Because to be honest with you, kinda boring. But I'll keep it short and concise for you. C-Tech, Continental Dawn. About 12,000 years ago, the last glacial period had just ended. This made most of continental Europe a lot easier to inhabit, leading to human populations to flourish and begin the Neolithic revolution. This settlement, stagnant in its comfort, would eventually be outcompeted by its neighbors and abandoned. Those few who still bear its memory remember it fondly as C-Tech. Avish, the Northlands. In the northern regions, long winters, short summers, and sparse resources made survival a lot harder, and only the most determined people could thrive. The disappearance of many of the megafauna that once crowded the land marked a turning point in human history. The lack of fur and supply of meat made domestication of crops like barley and emmer a must, along with the discovery of flax and the ability to weave it into light clothing. The ancestor of all modern sheep, named mouflon, were domesticated and sheared for winter clothing, and thatched roofs and mud walls saw an end to the reliance on fur. But with these discoveries, something unexpected was found. Psychopathy is characterized by a specific set of traits, such as a lack of empathy, remorse, and antisocial behavior. Nomadic tribes could exile undesirable people and likely never see them again. Settlements now find that staying in one spot leaves them susceptible to organized attacks. Those who would not take this issue seriously would only look to their walls to keep predators like big cats and bears away. The copper that was mined would only ever be used for tools, thought only to be the end of the reliance on flint and bone. The voices speaking reason would not be heard until it is too late. This settlement is one of the many that was raided and razed, while those before were simply abandoned, with populations moving to better settlements. Avish was known to be prosperous and renowned for its security. No one knows how it happened, with traders arriving in the morning to find the ruins. But corpses covered in long slices, and round tools covered in arrows left behind on the ground tell a story that few can understand. Halberstadt, ancient warriors. In some regions, the lack of resources and overcrowding resulted in violent conflicts between the human populations. The Talheim Death Pit was a mass grave dating back 7,000 years ago. It was discovered to be primarily filled with the bodies of boys, men, and the elderly. Attacks on settlements commonly ended in massacre. Bodies littering the outskirts of raised settlements, with bones gnawed from predators, showed how victims were left to rot and others were captured and enslaved. Rituals involving torture were just as common. Halberstadt was settled by the survivors of razed settlements. Their collective wisdom and rightful fear of the outside world bolstered their efforts in defending themselves. Domestication of animals like donkeys, horses, and cattle made the hard work of building stone walls easier, and discoveries of things like bronze and then iron led to the creation of armor and complex weaponry. Halberstadt is one of the few settlements that was never destroyed. In fact, a recently discovered mass grave hypothesizes that captured raiders were killed, disposed of by the locals. Men in their prime, meeting the same fate that they would have given to them. None of these people could imagine the world that we would be living in 7,000 years from then. But to have the privilege to look back and observe it while experiencing one of the highest quality of living seen in history should be appreciated more than you realize.
Thank you for watching. Go ahead and go pick up Dawn of Man on Steam right now, because this video did a little justice to it, but it's a lot better if you play it. And I feel guilty because I was harsh on it when I first got it, but I played other city simulators and none of them hold up to this one. And it does take a little bit of know-how at what you're doing, but hopefully this video could maybe get your foot in the door. So, you're welcome.